Hey guys, Trevor Jacuti here from Spinewise. Want to go through today and start talking to you about pillows because it's really important. I want to really point out what are the things you need to look for in a quality pillow. If you are watching, just like always, say hi below. Always good to know that someone's watching. If you have any questions along the way, just type them in and I'll try and address them for you as we go. So one of the key things we need to look for with pillows is what are the indications that you might have a pillow problem to start with. Before we even start looking at what is a good quality pillow versus a bad quality pillow, what is it that we actually potentially could drive us to thinking that our pillow has a problem? So the obvious one, of course, is you're waking up with a sore neck in the morning. And we've written heaps of things about levator scap and the importance of that overnight with people who have issues with poor support. But the other subtle things that we often see is that people will start changing their body position at night. So this could be simply that you shrug your shoulder, which is usually the first thing. So people will get their shoulders and do this type of thing, and they try and get support for their neck from their shoulder by doing that. And whilst it gives the neck a little bit of support, it's terrible for your shoulder and causes constant grief and problems for people with shoulder problems, arm pain and carpal tunnel syndrome. And in the process of just writing a whole lot of articles for you guys on carpal tunnel syndrome and the effect that sleeping has on that as well. So keep an eye out for our blogs over the next week or so for that. But in the meantime, the other big thing that we often see with people, initially it's this. Once they've done that, then the arm comes up and they try and get support that way. And if that still doesn't give them support, the next step then is to roll onto their stomach. So what you're really trying to do is get your neck closer to the mattress in order to try and give you a little bit more support, simply because the pillow is not giving you support that you require. Okay, so before we get into the pillow directly, the first thing you need to understand is the life of a pillow. And we start talking about different types of pillows like water pillows, memory foam pillows, latex pillows, foam pillows. All of them are a little bit different, but generally speaking, the life of a pillow may shock you, and that is roughly about 12 to 18 months. So roughly about every 12 to 18 months, you should be changing your pillow, and this is really critical. If we don't change the pillow every 12 to 18 months, the net result generally is we start having a whole lot of bacteria growth, dust, and the foam or whatever it is that's supporting you tends to collapse. And even though you've got a perfect pillow, you're still not getting the support you need. Okay, we spend 8 hours a day or thereabouts on our pillows with a lot of weight on a very small area. So the result is that time adds up very quickly. They get more abuse than your couch. So we need to keep an eye on them. So 12 to 18 months is what we want to look at. Okay, so what do we want to look at for pillows? All right, so when we look at a pillow, as I said, there's a whole range of different ideas and gimmicks and thoughts around pillows. The moral of the story though when we're looking at pillows is you just need to be straight. That's the only thing that really matters. You need to be straight. What I mean by you need to be straight is very simple, and that is basically we need to ensure that your neck is completely straight along with your head all the way through your spine. And if you've got those there, you're having enough support. That's the first thing we want to look for in a pillow. So the height is very important. And one of the key things we need to remember when we're looking at height of a pillow is the softer your mattress is, the more you sink into it, and relatively speaking, the higher your pillow becomes. So we need to check that not only in relation to the pillow you need, but also in terms of the mattress you have. So generally, if you've got a pillow top mattress, you probably need a smaller size pillow than if you have a standard mattress which doesn't have the pillow top on it. Next thing we want to look at is, does the pillow fill the space in your neck? So if we look at us from a posture perspective, we have a little gap coming through here. So our head is slightly wider in most people than our neck, and our shoulders are wider than our neck as well. So we need a little bit of a raise through there. So for that, to deal with that, we need a little bit of a contouring shape. And that contouring shape provides that fill-in space that allows us to have that perfect level of support. So that's the second thing we want to look at in a pillow. The third thing we need to look at is the firmness of the pillow. A pillow that's too firm will basically create pressure and start affecting blood supply to your face, start affecting your ear as well, so that's not desirable. But a pillow that's too soft won't give you the support and allows you to sink in too far. So this is something we see with people who just have straight memory foam pillows, where as you get warmer, the foam actually softens up a little bit overnight, and the foam just starts sinking in. So we actually don't like prescribing memory foam pillows to patients here. We find that we tend to have too many issues with too high a percentage of people, and that's not the case for everyone, especially if you're quite light in your frame, but especially for the heavier guys, the memory foam just doesn't work. If you get a firm pillow with a thin layer over memory foam over the top of it, then we can kind of get around that. But we've got to be very careful with those type of things. Latex Solid foam is fantastic for those type of things. It does give you that level of support as well as some soft cushioning. So that's a key thing. So we want contour, we want the height, and we need the firmness to actually be of a supportive nature. So they're the three key things you need to look for when you're getting a mattress. When you're getting a pillow, not a mattress. So remember, when you're looking through these things, just because it's a pillow worth $150 doesn't necessarily make it a better pillow. This pillow that I've got in my hand here is a fantastic shape. It'll fit someone who is relatively small in stature. Soft, but still firm enough to give support, and these things are only $40 or $50, which we have here in our office, which is why we love them so much, because they're even cheap to replace every 12 months, so we don't need to stress about that either. So there's a few key things to look at. So number one, make sure the height of the pillow is right for you. Number two, make sure that the density is firm enough to give you support, but still soft enough to give you enough comfort that it doesn't hurt your ears, change blood supply. And the third one, of course, is the contour is really important to make sure that you're getting the right shape to suit you, and that we're getting that support through the neck in that inner area there. Right, guys, if you have any questions with that, or you need to be fitted up for a pillow, you're not too sure what you need, just post it up below or send me a message, and we'll get my team onto it and get you the help as soon as we possibly can, and get you sleeping in all the comfort that you deserve. Anyway, guys, remember, it's all about adding quality of life to your years, and we'll speak to you in the next video. See you guys. Bye for now.